Now it's time for my special perspective on the first two and the next 2 years of the Obama presidency. The election results on Tuesday are a bitter pill for the president and his supporters to swallow. To be essentially routed by the Republican Party from top to bottom goes beyond humbling. It's a wholesale rejection of the Democratic Party and, by extension, many of the policies championed by President Obama. So what political world do we face now? Well, in many ways, I view the first half of President Obama's term like the first half of a basketball game. The president's favorite sport. Some things good, some bad, at times leading, but now clearly losing at the half. And like any smart team leader, his job is to now go into the locker room and make some pivotal halftime adjustments. Here are the 4 adjustments I think the president must make to regain his footing, get back in the game, and lead his team to victory. First off, team communication is a must. When a team, folks, is defending against the pick and roll, each player must communicate to know what the other is doing. That's basketball. Poor communication also hurts in politics. By your own admission, Mr. President, you and your team have done a poor job of communicating what you're doing, why you're doing it, and what it will mean for the American people. You said on Jon Stewart's show that the American people don't know a lot of the things you have done. Well, that's not their problem. That's your problem. You have to make it clear and cut throughout. Frankly, your communications team has been weak since you've been in the White House. They have missed or flubbed opportunities to make your case to the American people. Mr. President, you giving a great speech is one thing, but your communications team speaking persuasively to the American people on a daily basis is another, and that must improve. It leads me, folks, to my second issue, Mr. President, and that's simple. You have got to pass the ball. We often hear from your aides that no one is better at communicating the issues than you. That may very well be true, but just like in basketball, you cannot play all 5 positions. In order for a team to win, that means every player must play their role and do their job. The business community has complained that your administration is anti-business. So where is Gary Locke, the Commerce Secretary? Jobs, issue number 1. So where is Labor Secretary Hilda Solis? This was the first time she appeared on our show today. Her appearance on this show, folks, was needed a long time ago in other shows. We have a foreclosure epidemic in the country. So where's Housing Secretary Sean Donovan? We've said it on this show before that Attorney General Eric Holder has a straitjacket placed on him. Discussions about energy policy. I never see Energy Secretary Stephen Chu. We rarely see EPA Administrator Lisa Jackson. It seems that the only cabinet members who have free reign to speak out are Arnie Duncan at Education, Hillary Clinton at State, Bob Gates at Defense, and to some degree, Kathleen Sebelius at Health and Human Services. Mr. President, those may be your starters, but you need to play the bench also. Let them engage, take some fire, deliver some blows, and show folks that they are in this battle with you. There simply is no way one player can take on an opposing team all by himself. All right, number 3, you got to go, Mr. President, on the offensive. And what I mean by going on the offensive, that means a running team knows when to push the ball up court, hoping to put their opponent on their heels and run them out of the gym. There has been a passive attitude emanating from your administration. When the other team continues to drive the lane and score on you, Mr. President, sometimes you have to deliver a few hard fouls to get their attention and send a strong signal you won't tolerate it. You have to do the same in politics. Your opposition is emboldened by ripping you to shreds. Only rarely has your team engaged in the kind of fighting that can get your opponent's attention quickly. This is not time to keep taking hits and act like they won't stick. Mr. President, those body blows have stuck, and your White House is holding back the Democratic National Committee. It's time to let it go. Let them foul, let them hit hard, and be aggressive. If you don't, your opponents will do whatever they want with you, and you'll be on the losing side in 2 years. Number 4, you've got to be, sir, the true team leader, like Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Bill Russell, Akeem Olajuwon, Oscar Robertson, Kobe Bryant. When times got tough, their teammates looked to them for inspiration, energy, and guidance. Right now, Mr. President, your teammates, the broad coalition of millions who put you into office, are confused by the conflicting messages sent out by your administration. In many ways, this movement has been abandoned. As I've said, it has become a moment. Young folks, African Americans, Hispanics, and so many others are waiting to be engaged, to be put to work with you to achieve victory. But if you're standoffish and not talking to them on a regular basis, don't inspire them, your agenda will never resonate with them, and you'll have a team in disarray, not knowing what to do and what you want them to do to be a transformational figure like Ronald Reagan. But that means, sir, leading your movement and keeping them involved, keeping them active, telling them where to go, what to do, and when you want them to do it. Now, look, for all sports fans and President Obama, you know this. No game is won in the first or second quarter. Yes, you can fall behind and look seemingly out of it. But until the clock reads 0-0-0, there's always time to rebound. Mr. President, I get the question all the time from folks around the country as to whether you will win a second term. Frankly, we don't know what's going to happen in 2012. But what I do know is that right now, you are behind and in desperate need of a second half comeback to have any shot in 2012. That, folks, is halftime of my perspective. What's yours?